Hello guys, welcome back to our channel. Hope you're all doing well. Today's video is going to be about the top 5 of the best gaming phones in 2022. So without any further ado, let's get started. Best overall, Red Magic 7. This is a gaming phone with 165Hz refresh rate. It is arguably the most powerful mid-range phone you can buy right now. This has a relatively consistent design throughout, with a 6.8-inch AMOLED display. In the case, it comes largely in size with a bold aesthetic. Its transparent glass on the back will show you some internal screws and the built-in fan. This is an excellent addition as when charging and while running demanding apps. It will do a good job of preventing any kind of overheating. Performance-wise, it incorporated the latest Qualcomm Snapdragon 8 Generation 1, so you can play your favorite games with ease, with the raw power of the new CPU, clocking in at nearly 3 GHz, and AAA graphics thanks to fast rendering power of the GPU. You will also get a 64-megapixel rear camera, plus 8-megapixel and 2-megapixel along with the support of 8K resolution at 30 frames per second, 4K at 60 frames per second, 30 frames per second, 1080p at 60 and 30 frames per second, 720p at 30 frames per second. Finally, coming into its most important aspect, its battery life offers 4,500 mAh with 30 watts quick charging. Best for accessories, Asus ROG Phone 5S. This looks similar to the ROG Phone 5, as Asus has not made any seeable changes to distinguish it from the predecessor. Starting with its screen, it has a large 6.78-inch HDR10 Plus AMOLED display with a full HD Plus resolution and 144Hz maximum refresh rate. With this, Asus has also made a slight change in its touch sampling rate, up to 360Hz from 300Hz, to reduce touch latency even further. This display is protected by Corning Gorilla Glass Victus, and there's an in-display fingerprint scanner, making it easy to reach and use. Moving on to its performance, it used the Qualcomm Snapdragon 888 Plus, clocked at up to 2.99 GHz for an improved cooling system. It offers up to 12 GB of RAM, 256 GB of storage, and you will get a triple rear camera setup with a 64-megapixel camera with Sony IMX686 sensor, a 13-megapixel ultra-wide-angle camera, and a 5-megapixel macro shooter. Finally, this ROG phone has a 6,000 mAh battery that supports up to 65 watts fast charging. Best value, Poco F4 GT. This smartphone has many of the features that distinguish a flagship. It's not just for the gamers out there, but they'll relish in it a little bit more. It has a 6.67-inch screen, making it a rather large smartphone. And at the back it provides a finish that's not slippery, which will help if you want to use it without a case. You will get a resolution of 1080 by 2400 pixels, enough to do everything and produce sharp and precise images, while the refresh rate on the device is 120 Hz. Coming to its predecessor, it incorporated the flagship 4nm Snapdragon 8 Generation 1 chip with next-generation CPU and GPU to ensure increased performance and lower power consumption. So whether for day-to-day work or epic fighting battles in games, it will deliver a performance with unprecedented smoothness. Now, its large 4700 mAh battery supports a fast charging solution that utilizes a dual charge pump, dual cell battery, and multi-tab winding technologies. If needed, you can also charge while you play games, as its battery will reach 100% in just 27 minutes. Best mid-range, Black Shark 4 Pro. This phone is ranked first in the DxO Mark audio rankings, featuring symmetrical dual speakers with a super large sound chamber. It offers you a cinematic sound system to locate an enemy in a competitive game or to enjoy music. But what's with the other features? Let's dig in. Starting with its performance, it uses the Snapdragon 888 with a brand new GPU, Adreno 660, to improve performance by 35% and reduce power consumption by 20% compared to the previous generation. It features a 6.67-inch Samsung E4 144Hz refresh rate AMOLED gaming display that's of the most advanced E4 luminescent material in the industry, with a touch sampling rate of up to 720 Hz, and the industry's lowest touch accuracy of 0.004 millimeters. Its touch response in extreme gaming scenarios is increased by 41%. In addition to that, it also supports 3 custom screen refresh rates like 60, 90, and 144 Hz, so users can choose the appropriate screen refresh rate according to their personal preferences in different scenarios. Finally, it keeps 120 watts hypercharge, with the large capacity 4500 mAh dual cell batteries, offering the industry-leading charging experience. Best budget, Poco X3 Pro. Lastly, if you are looking for the best budget gaming smartphone, this is for you. This is a big phone with a 6.67-inch display, 9.4mm thick, and weighs 215 grams. With this version, Poco has returned with the IP53 rating, giving the phone pretty respectable dust and water resistance. You can get it in 3 shades: Phantom Black, Metal Bronze, and Frost Blue. This version uses the LCD panel rather than the OLED, with a full HD Plus resolution of 2400 by 1080. Another notable feature is that its refresh rate can be dynamically switched between 5 speeds, from 30 to 120 Hz. So if needed, the screen can run a little slower to save the battery. Now for the performance. It comes with a Qualcomm Snapdragon 860 processor that won't let you down even when playing graphically demanding games in high settings. And moving on to its camera, you will get your 4 rear cameras with 48, 8, and 2 megapixels with a 20 megapixel front camera. Finally, it ships with a large 5160 mAh battery that can last up to 11 hours of gaming, 18 hours of videos, and 110 hours of music.
Thanks for watching. If you liked what you saw, then hit the like button and subscribe to our channel if you loved it. Take a moment to hit the bell icon so you'll get notified of all our new latest uploads.